And, had a problem with the ring gear on it. I don't know whether he might have been, they might have been pulling the engine apart to do something and decided to miss this heat, be their worst heat.
It would be. He's going to have to sacrifice this one because he's certainly listed to race in this particular one.
Well, let's face it. What would you do? You come out here and push the car to the limit and perhaps do some damage when you need it for the final, or lose 0 points and still maintain a very high standing. He's only got 3 cars ahead of him in the points ranking. So Stephen Laidlaw...
Making a decision based on preservation, perhaps?
I think so. He did have problems with the engine when he came out for the Grand Parade. They had to drive it straight back to the pits, so he's preserving it for the main event, and that's very good thinking. Let's hope that's all it is, Grant. So what are we up to now, Grant? I haven't seen the starters and riders. We've lost that page. Shane McKenzie, it is, out on pole at the moment as he leads them into the first turn. We've lost the sheet. I don't know where it's gone. But Paul Bennett's out there in car number 63. I think we've just about got a full field of cars in this one as we watch the action coming into the turn number 4. Shane McKenzie, he had a win yesterday, I think, or a second. And in this race, he's in good stead to pick up a very high ranking as we watch him go into turn number 2, and Paul Bennett goes to the race lead down through the smoke-free WA straight now. Back in second place is Shane McKenzie. Dogman is back there in third place behind Dogman. Who is it? It's car number 7, Graham McSweeney. Then Murray Iwanow. Darren Blight's behind him. Well, Darren Blight doesn't have to be out there. He's well up the order and he's got to drop his worst race. He could have done a Stephen Laidlaw and stayed out of it, but he's out there and he's going to give it his best shot. Darren Blight does not like to go back a non-winner. Down the front straight away, it is still Paul Bennett in car 63. Back then to Shane McKenzie in car 4, Dogman in car 86. That could be valuable points for those two drivers. Graham McSweeney's in there in car number 7. Murray Iwanow, he hasn't been in the points. He needs to get up into second or third at least in this race. He's got Darren Blight behind him. Will Darren Blight help him get through? Down the front straight they come. Murray Iwanow. Murray Iwanow in a lot of trouble in this championship, just hasn't been able to succeed where he wants to succeed. He's trying to get it through, but he can't. He's lost the place now to Darren Blight. He got it all washed up there. Darren Blight shot through and up into 5th, so Murray Iwanow's gone back to 6th. John Triplett's in 7th. Paul Bennett is the race leader. We haven't mentioned him for about 3 laps, but Paul Bennett going very well through Cardinals Corner. Then we've got Shane McKenzie. Right on his tail is Dogman. That's Wayne Leviston. Down the smoke-free WA straight now, and behind them comes Graham McSweeney, Darren Blight, and then on the outside of Darren Blight, oh, we're watching a bit of huffing and puffing. Murray Iwanow trying to get back up the order. He wants to get a high ranking in this race. He's being blocked out big time. He doesn't like it at all. But the race leader, Paul Bennett, hasn't got a worry in the world. He's right up at the front. He's about 100 metres ahead of Shane McKenzie. But by gee, there's nothing between 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. As we see John Triplett now tagging on to the back end of Murray Iwanow. This race is going to go down to a big one. Grant Woodhams, what do you think of it?
Well, Paul Bennett certainly has run away with this one, but as you say, Tony, the scrap then for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, it could be anyone's. Iwanow goes around the outside of Darren Blight, moves onto the tail of Graham McSweeney. Can he make the move stick? Oh, McSweeney moves out and just balks Iwanow again, but Iwanow's going to stick with that outside run for the time being. Once again goes around the outside of Darren Blight. Tries the outside of Graham McSweeney as Blight goes down the inside, and they're going to work on Wayne Leviston now. Blight hangs tight, and McSweeney puts the big forward right in front of him. And Blight gets through, as does Triplett, and around the outside goes Murray Iwanow. But Iwanow's going to find it very hard staying out there. Here comes Darren Blight down the inside, this time of Wayne Leviston, the dog wash special. But Paul Bennett's absolutely run away with it. Shane McKenzie, meanwhile, sneaks a little advantage in 2nd. Wayne Leviston going nowhere in 3rd as Darren Blight moves on his outside. White flag to be shown next time around. Paul Bennett absolutely bolting from this field. Shane McKenzie with a strong 2nd. And here's Darren Blight up on the inside of Wayne Leviston. Leviston driving a very smooth line. Has he opened the door enough? No, Blight can't find his way through. Bennett's away, and look at this ding-dong battle here. Third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Ivanhoe again around the outside of Triplet. Can he make that move stick? Yes, he has. He's gone around the outside of John Triplet. Check it on display this time for Paul Bennett. Paul Bennett wins it easily, a very convincing run. He'll be happy with that. The miners, Shane McKenzie will definitely grab second. And here comes Murray Ivanhoe, a withering burst. Grabs fourth. Ivanhoe into fourth. Blight was fifth. Triplet sixth. Graham McSweeney was seventh. Fernando Favero was eighth. So Paul Bennett a long way ahead. Absolutely caned them in that race.